essentially all throughout my elementary school and middle school days, I didn't have a set bedtime. I would essentially go to sleep from 10, no, I would go to bed from 10 to 11:30, essentially whenever my mom or my dad told me it's time to go to sleep, that's when it's time to go to sleep. And because of that, I never like had a set rhythm in my sleep. And so it's like one day I would wake up at 11 a.m., 11 a.m. And another day I would wake up at like 6. Like it was so like all over the place. And because of that, it was just difficult for me all in all. Like imagine I would be going to bed at like 11:30 and there's school the next day as an elementary school like little kid. Like genuinely my sleep was horrible. And only whenever I improved it, I not only like saw an increase in just my health in general, but also how I dealt with things related to discipline. Because whenever I started go to sleep early, like I started like slowly but surely putting down the time I went to sleep until I eventually set a bedtime for myself of 9. I literally set a bedtime for myself. 9 p.m. I have to be in bed. And because of that, not only do I just have better sleep in general, I have more hours of sleep and I wake up earlier, you feel better, but also it's just such a great way to build discipline because you just have to be in bed. Like you're making a promise to yourself, like a commitment that you have to be in bed by 9. And every time I'm not in bed by 9, I literally feel so horrible. I'm just thinking like, oh my god, like I'm disappointed in myself. And because of that, like whenever I complete my commitment, that's almost like I'm getting some experience points in discipline, like in video games. You like use a sword and then your sword levels up or like get some experience points. That's what you're doing whenever you just go to sleep on the time you said you would. Like you're literally just getting experience points for absolutely free for just going to bed on the time you said you would. And it's such an easy way to build discipline. Like, not only is it kind of discipline where you have to be in bed at that time and you're making a promise to yourself, but you literally just feel good. So, in a sense, it's not even really discipline. You just feel good, and so you do it. It's half and half. Like, at first, it really takes a lot of discipline. After that, it's just a habit that you don't want to get rid of because you feel great. Like, it's such an easy way to get discipline. Just going to bed at the same time every day. Like, it honestly baffles me that people have such a late bedtime. Like people go to bed at like 1 a.m. or 12 at like midnight. I don't get it. Genuinely, I don't get it because it just shows that you're willing to sacrifice the quality and quantity of your sleep just because you want to stay up late and like scroll on TikTok or like play a video game. Like why? Why? You're sacrificing your future health, like literally tomorrow's health and well-being so you can feel just a little bit good for a bit longer today. Like it doesn't make sense to me, honestly. The moment I started setting a bedtime, I found that it was much easier to just commit to anything else because I was already committing to going to bed on time. I just built up discipline because I went to bed on time. If you're interested in more, I offer coaching in the description.